This is the Scarcity Studios YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And our sponsors are Alpha Claims and Hire Birmingham, the leading and best accident management company. Get a replacement car anywhere in 1 hour. I really appreciate you joining me today, and this story comes from Bristol, but it actually spreads around the world due to the nature of what this evil person did. Phillip Nutt, 53 years old, from Horfield in Bristol, worked for the Ministry of Defence. He specialised in IT, and that was the department that he worked in, and he used his skills with that to be able to access the dark web and download rape and torture videos of children, including babies. And he has been jailed for 16 months. This isn't even a fraction of what he's actually done. They've convicted him for 300 indecent images that were found on his phone and directly on his computer when they raided his holiday home that was in Cornwall last year. Further searches identified that he'd used cloud-based accounts overseas where he allowed videos to be accessed by other people. The accounts hosted 18,500 files and 443 folders. And this is something else now that you have to account for: cloud-based storage. Paedophiles are using this as a way to be able to bypass the searches of their computer, because 18,500 files and he's got 16 months. With the support of the international law enforcement agencies, NCA were able to view a folder labelled incest, and it contained hundreds of photos of children ranging from category A to category C. Some of the videos lasted up to 2 hours and showed torture and molestation of young children. The NCA's digital forensic analysis found that Nutt had frequently accessed the dark web and had a secret image storage facility on his phone that was disguised as a calculator. He was very careful about his content that he kept on his phone and described having a scare when he transferred his pictures to his hard drive. And he used to actually be on a forum as well, on a chat room that he created where he allowed people to view this like some sort of theatre. In the chat room, in one of the discussions, he says, "I have everything secure. No one can see anything unless I leave it unlocked by accident." And then he said he had a fake camera storage facility on his phone so that he looked like normal people photos when they clicked on them. So they're openly discussing the fact that they're depraved individuals. In another conversation in a chat room called Pedo Pub, Phillip discussed his frustration with the lack of children being out and about during lockdown. He said that I usually walk past the park on the way to work, and I can't even do that now. I am of the view that you have to be careful and disguise your true self. Any little ones around me, I treat as friends and gain their confidence. And this is really, really intriguing, because I recently spoke about the amount of attempted abductions of children lately as we've just come out of lockdown. And I said that I think this may have been a contributing factor, the fact that nobody has been out and about. And as bizarre as it sounds, some of these predators sometimes just get off on being able to see people. So I'm wondering if maybe there's been an outburst in depraved sexual attempts due to that fact. Phillip appeared at Bristol Crown Court yesterday, and he was sentenced to 16 months and pled guilty to possessing, making and distributing indecent images at an earlier hearing. The conviction of Nutt serves as a warning, they said. How on earth is that a warning to anybody? He was distributing 18,000 files of pornography to other paedophiles. This is the worst of the worst, and he's not even going to serve a year in prison. They say the investigation revealed the horrible videos, and they said that he specialised in IT, and this is what makes it even worse and more disgusting, is the fact that they're able to get a lesser sentence, and they specialised in this. So due to his position of power and the nature in which he operated, I believe he should have got a considerable amount longer in prison. And there's a similar case to this as well earlier this month. Abdul Hasib from Birmingham, 26 years old, admitted 158 offences. And this included distributing child pornography online as well in a similar way. He masqueraded as a stockbroker and a rich businessman and actually went on websites advertising himself. He blackmailed victims worldwide, and he horrifically abused victims as young as 8 months. And he used their siblings to do it. He also provided masterclasses to other people on Telegram, where he would teach them how to not be detected. And he singled out victims that were in debt or too young to have been on the sites that he was on. And he tricked them to sending him pictures, partially clothed or naked. And then he also targeted other victims on social media. He made promises of payment to the victims as well. And the National Crime Agency said there was 196 victims in the UK that had been contacted and 600 people online in the UK as well. Hasib had also contacted 1,367 women in the United States, and there was also 20 victims in other countries like Australia, Canada and New Zealand. The agency worked with their partners to safeguard anybody that he had contacted as soon as it was possible. Hasib would take his victims off social media and onto the phone chat application WhatsApp as soon as he could. When he received the images, he then started to blackmail them and made them do things and forced them to abuse other people. He even made some people self-mutilate as well, and he blackmailed some women to abusing their own children. He also used cloud storage sites as well. So this is definitely something that needs to be looking into. Is there some way that you can prevent that? That surely must be easy to do if there is any sort of program that could detect if they're storing that on their cloud storage. He would then go on to sell the content in box sets in chat rooms similar to the one discussed in the other case as well. And he also used Telegram to do it, and he made more than £25,000. And the charges that he pled guilty to range from 2017 to 2020. And he appeared at Birmingham Magistrates Court, and the case has been going on for 6 months. There is multiple counts of blackmail, disclosing private sexual films, photographs, causing distress, making and distributing indecent images of children. And they say that he possessed more than 65,000 images, and there were 79 victims on the indictment. So this shows that this is definitely a big problem. For people to feel that they're that comfortable they could stream this to other people and even profit from it as well is frankly shocking. So I really want to know if you knew about these stories before and also what you think of them. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. I'll be back again very shortly with some more news. Peace.